got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast, I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're with my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah. Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some honestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable. Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages. A vacant, modern kingdom for the taking. Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. Let me know if you guys can hear me okay. I'm using my wireless mic, so it should be okay. And I'm using my webcam too, so different equipment today. Different equipment. Different live, different equipment. So we're going to actually be talking about something different today. It is so quiet in here. It's like eerie. I need like a fan or something. I have like a little fan on my desk. So whenever I do my lives for Titanium Built and I'm like, you know, over at the desk part, the fan is there. So I have like that little bit of like background noise, but I'm like far from the fan. So it's like, I feel like I'm echoing a little bit. So if I am, sorry about that, guys. If I am echoing, let me know and I'll put something up next time, like some padding or something. I don't know. But welcome in. It's good to see you guys. This is Unfiltered with Tanya, where we talk about life vlogs. We're going to talk about trending cases on this channel, celebrity topics, just, you know, whatever we want to. Whatever we want to talk about on this channel is what we're going to talk about. So I'll be doing like hauls and you'll see me like travel vlogs on this channel, like things like that. It'll be more personal, like a more personal side to, you know, the Titanium Built channel. So if you guys are interested, make sure you subscribe. We're actually 5 people away from like, I think 2,500 people. So that's really awesome. That's really awesome, especially because we don't really post over here. But we're going to start posting. I'm going to start posting over here like once, at least probably twice a week, maybe 3 times, probably 3 times throughout the week. So if you guys are bored, you know, during the day, I'll be on to keep you guys company. And I'm going to come on at different times too. So But we'll go ahead and we'll get started. Let me pull up some stuff here. Let me actually pull up the family we're talking about. And we can talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. I was just going to tell you about Chrisley's. And just wanted to pop up a picture for you guys in case you don't know who they are. Or if you're like, the name sounds familiar, but I'm not sure. Let's see if this one will like open up big. There we go. Okay. So this is the Chrisleys. Let me fix this here a little bit. There we go. That way you can still see the dog. You can still see the dog. So basically, Todd and Julie Chrisley. They are reality TV stars from the show Chrisley Knows Best. They were convicted back in 2022 for bank fraud, tax evasion, and conspiracy to defraud the United States. It was involving over 30 million in fraudulent loans and unreported income from their show. When you're on a show, you have to report your income. They're going to come and find you. They're going to want their tax money, right? They're going to want their tax money. I used to love the show. I used to love it. I thought it was like such a funny show. I used to think Savannah Chrisley was like the prettiest girl ever. I still do. I think she's a gorgeous girl. And I thought that his mom was really funny. I thought the show was it was a good show. It was like a feel good show. You know, they were a good family, you thought. And like, I'm not saying they're not, but you know, you wouldn't think that this would happen. So Todd received a 12-year sentence while Julie has a 7-year sentence. Both of them were ordered to serve 16 months of probation post-release, and they began serving their time in January of 2023. So their daughter, Savannah, came out and has been like advocating for them and all of that. She's really been wanting to get her parents out of jail. So on May 27th, which was yesterday? Yep, it was yesterday. President Donald Trump announced full pardons for both Todd and Julie, as confirmed by the White House official, which I saw a video of him signing the pardon. Trump personally called their children, Savannah and Grayson, to inform them, stating, "Your parents are going to be free and clean." The pardons were announced amid claims by their daughter, Savannah, a very vocal advocate for their release, that they have been fairly untargeted due to their celebrity status and political beliefs. So I don't know if this is obviously this is political, but she had campaigned for their pardon, including speaking in the 2024 Republican National Convention and appearing on Fox News. So as of May 28th, the Bureau of Prisons has not yet received the pardon paperwork, so they're still waiting to be released. So they remain in custody pending, processing and all of that. But they said that President Trump said to Savannah that he will be, giving them a full pardon. And that, that if they want to thank them later, I guess thank them later. I don't know. But their attorney, Jay Surgett, argued that they were unfairly prosecuted and received excessive sentences, with Savannah alleging retaliation in prison due to her advocacy. Back last year, thank you, CJK. Back last year, I remember Kumo did like a live or a video about it on News Nation about how like the food was terrible and this and that and the other. And it just sounded kind of like they were complaining because, they're celebrities. But I don't know. I don't know what happened to that. We'll see when they get out. If the prison was so bad for him and like he wants stuff to be changed and, because Todd was saying on there, things need to be changed and like they're having us eat like the horrible food. Well, then we'll see what happens when he gets out. You know what I mean? If he goes and he tries to help these prisons, get better accommodations, then we'll see. We'll see. But welcome in again, everybody. I didn't even say hi to everybody. But hey, Captain. Hey, Lunch Lady. Hey, CJK. Hey, Catherine. Hey, is it Georgianne? I could say that. Hey, Georgianne. I usually say hi to you guys. Hey, Captain. I don't know if I said that or not. And CJK. Oh, Captain. I took care of my mom too. I took care of her until like 3 months before, maybe 2 months before she died. It's very sad. Just especially because, I wish I would have been there. Like I should have been there, I say, like because I shouldn't have moved. The reason why I moved was like I wasn't supposed to move. Do you know what I mean? Like it wasn't planned. It wasn't a planned thing. It was something that just had to happen really quickly. And I think I don't know, I think she just died of a broken heart. In front of you, see, and maybe that's the reason why everything happens for a reason, right? I mean, if I wouldn't have left, then I wouldn't have met Vincent because I wouldn't have moved to Columbus. Like everything, you know what I mean? Just everything happened. I feel like the way that it should have happened, but I miss her dearly. I miss her more. I miss her every day. She was a spitfire. In her younger years, when I was younger, she was very timid. But then after my dad passed away, and she finally was starting to not rebuild, but like she was starting to be able to talk about him and not cry. That's when she started to get her like voice. And I was there to give it to her. I think I helped her do that. Kind of pushed her to do that. But she let people walk on her all the time. And I was like, we ain't doing that no more. Not with me here. So me and my mom, it was funny. We would always, my aunt, it was me and my aunt, we have a weird relationship, but she was always wanting to like separate us. I don't know why, but she always wanted to try to separate us. And every time she did, something happened so crazy that we were back together within like a week. And we would just laugh. Like apartment caught on fire, car accidents, just, I mean, everything. I moved back from Columbus because she asked me to. So yeah, that was the first time I had moved up there. Oh, your mom had dementia. Oh, and a congestive heart. Oh, that's hard. My mom, her organs just failed. Like she just, I don't know. And she had a do not resuscitate bracelet on, and me and my brother don't know why. Like, because that's not something that she ever told me that she had. And she told me everything. The woman told me every single thing, everything, all the time. Nothing, she never had nothing past me. Like, I mean, we were like sisters, best friends. You know what I mean? Like especially after my dad passed away, because it was like we had each other, and that's, I have a brother, but he's married, has kids, and she had me. Just, but my aunt got power of attorney over her, so my brother thinks that she had something to do with the do not resuscitate, and I believe him. My brother don't like. He's not one of those people that are like drama at all. Like he will run if there's any drama. So for him to say that, and I believe it, because I believe that my mom, if she had a chance, if a doctor says you have a 1% chance of being able to wake up and say goodbye to your kids, but that's all you're going to be able to do, and then you're going to die, she would say, yeah, wake me up. Let me say goodbye to my kids. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't get it. Oh, yes, it's because you were taking care of her, like when you take care of somebody, and my mom took care of me too. So it was like a mutual thing. Like I had to take care of her after my dad passed away, because she had went to the hospital 3 days after his funeral with a 5% chance of living for 24 hours. She had like all 3 strands of pneumonia. She went septic. She had jaundice. I mean, you name it, she freaking had it. And she was in like this glass box. And it took me 2 days to even go and see her. I was like, this ain't happening. I was 22. So I was like, this isn't happening. And so I like literally was like, no, my brain, it's really what your brain can do is amazing. It really is. It'll shield you from trauma. It'll try to anyway. So that's what my brain was doing, was like shielding me from the trauma. And but I went up there finally like 2 days later. She was asleep, they had her in a self-induced coma. So it wasn't like she knew that I wasn't there. But you had to like go into one room and like wash down, like scrub down like they do like during surgery, and then put on like these scrubs, and then like a hat, mask. I mean, everything. I'm surprised they didn't put eye gear on us. They might have. They might have even put eye gear on us. Like she was so fragile. Like we weren't supposed to touch her or anything. And my aunt's a nurse. She's director of nursing. And so this is our love-hate relationship right here. So she blocked me and she was like, give your mom a kiss. Cause like, I was just like so emotional. And I was like, I just want to kiss her. Like, and my aunt was like, I'm going to hide you. Just give her a kiss. You know what I mean? Like, so I did. I was like, I'm doing it. I hope I don't get her sick or anything. But she was in the hospital for, I don't know, she was in a coma for like 70 some days. And then she went to see my grandmother. And my grandmother took care of her for a year and a half because she couldn't be around dogs and stuff, and we had dogs. So she went down there, and plus, no one could take better care of you than your mom. So she went down there, and then when she came home, she was still really sick, like really weak. And she was like, she had a walker and she was learning how to walk again. Like, I mean, just like me, And so I don't know how much longer after that it took her before she was like strong. It took her like 6 years before she could even say my dad's name without crying. Like she couldn't say Kenny. She just couldn't. And so then we moved to this small town. Oh my God, guys. Oh my, y'all. I must have been sheltered or something, because we moved to this small town and like there was literally 3,000 people that lived there, and we had moved from a town that had like 30,000 people. So it was like, it was kind of a big difference to us. And I just remember like there was nothing to do in this small town. So I ended up getting a job at a smoke shop of all places. And I got a job there, and just the people that would come in were just so crazy. Like not the smokers of the, cigarettes, but the other crowds that would come in. Thanks, Captain. Your mom was stubborn. Yeah, my mom was too. She was very stubborn. I'm stubborn though, and so was my dad. So it's really bad. Someone tells me to do something, I'm like, I'm going to do the opposite. I'll do the opposite. But yeah, it's a little about my mom. Yeah, so she was in the hospital for a long time, and then I went into the hospital. And I don't know when she went. 2008 is when she went in the hospital, and then my car accident was 2014. So we had a few years of, well, we had like a fire and stuff, I think, in between that. Yeah, we did. But other than that, we we didn't have like a whole lot going on. You're stubborn too. Me too. I'll admit it. That's probably one of my things that aren't good about me is that I'm stubborn. I'm stubborn, and I am, let me think of the other one. There's something else that I do. Oh, I'm impatient. That's like another thing. I'm impatient. That's okay. Oh, are they doing, is there any good news, Ashley? I have to go Friday to the dentist. My tooth is loose again. I'm getting an implant put in, but they just now called me back. I called them all last week. I was trying to get in like last week because like I had the money and I wanted to get in, and they were like, they weren't calling me back. And so then they called me back yesterday, and she was like, she said something, she had such a strong accent, and like I couldn't really understand her. And I hate asking people to repeat themselves when they have an accent like that. I just feel like really terrible. But I think she said, the student that's going to put my permanent in is on vacation, so she's going to call me in a couple days. And I'm like, okay. So I go Friday to get this one re-cemented in. It's my front tooth, like the one beside my front tooth. So like if it falls out, like I would not be on camera, and I would be like devastated. I cannot have that fall out. But it's moving. I can tell, like I can hear it when I'm just like, I just can hear it moving. So they said the reason why they put I need to ask them why they put a crown on there to begin with, because I don't remember anything being wrong with that tooth per se. We never had plans on removing that tooth. Never ever have we talked about removing that tooth. We've talked about removing some teeth, like 3 or 4, but never, ever, 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 ever that one. Maybe not even that many. Like 1, actually just 1. But I wouldn't even need an implant there. But I need 2 implants. So they said they would call me in a couple of days to get me in for the implant. So she's going to get me in Friday and re-cement it in. And they're telling me that it's just not taking, like it's rejecting it, I guess. And I'm just like, are you kidding me? Because this isn't, I would have rather spent the money on another tooth that I need to, like, get an implant in, because I need one over here and one up here. And so they put in a metal, I guess like a titanium rod. I don't know how they do it. They give you anesthesia, but I don't think that's like anything good. Like, I don't think it's even laughing gas, which I hope it's laughing gas, because I've never had laughing gas and I want to be relaxed. I do not want to feel a titanium rod going up through a screw going in my mouth. I just don't want to do that. I'm going to say no. I usually say yes to everything, but this is a big fat no for me. So then they put, like, I guess the rod up there, and then they screw the tooth on. And I'm just like, couldn't they do a bridge right there? I bet not, because you eat with those teeth, you like bite down. I don't know. I was going to ask, because a bridge, I think, is cheaper, or I don't have to pay for a bridge, but I have to pay for an implant. I'm just going to get the implant. It's just, I will have to hold a fundraiser or something where I'm from. I'll be out on the side of the road. We'll work for tooth money. It's crazy, Captain. Yes. And that's what I told Vincent. I said, no wonders there are people walking around here with teeth missing. It's terrible. I have the best insurance. I can go and have an eye surgery and not have to pay a lick of money, right? They can put some wedges in there, do some, actual like work and make it look really good or whatever, and it's all paid for, right? But when it comes to your teeth, it's crazy. Like, it's insanity how much it costs to get your teeth fixed. This is something that you need to eat food to live. And when you can't eat right, like, okay, so like with me, I can't eat, like, so I've been trying to eat on this side. Food tastes different on either side of your mouth. I don't know if everyone is like this or if it's just me and my taste buds are different, but when they remove teeth, first off, your taste buds change. I feel like they do. The texture of food is different. So then I have sensory issues. So then there's a lot of food now that I can't eat because I just don't have like the teeth that I had. And so whenever I chew on this side, I don't know, it tastes bolder. Food tastes bolder than this side. It's like more dull. So it's like, I don't know, it's not like it's not exciting to eat. And that should be fun. Like, that should be something fun that I enjoy, right? Like, you should enjoy eating. And me, it's like, what am I going to break when I eat something today? Like, last time I was eating a damn burrito from Chipotle. Back tooth, metal broke off. Metal. How do people do that? Me, how do we do that? my teeth are having problems because of them being wired shut for so long. When they put the wires in your mouth to wire them shut, they dig them into your gum line, or so I guess it would go upward. And then like they just tighten them. I mean it's rough. It's rough. I never had dental problems before my car accident. Never had a tooth problem. I mean, maybe a couple cavities when I was a kid. Nothing like this. It's just one after another. And I want to just, oh, I got something delivered. Let's see what it is. I want to get them fixed, but it's like, if this was last year, it would have been no problem. This year, I don't have the money. Last year, I had money. Sure, I don't have money. So it's like, I need to get one done at a time. You know, I have to just like do one at a time and then do one. Like, if I do one a month, and I'm only telling you all this because you guys are my, I consider you guys my friends. It'll be, Vincent will have to help me still. So it would be my whole paycheck plus Vincent would have to pay, like help me pay some more on it. Like, I don't know how much because, you know, your pay like fluctuates. So I guess it just depends on like the views I get for this month. But if it's like last month, which was a pretty decent month because like, you know, we had some good videos, I could probably pay for most of it and only need like a few hundred or maybe from him. But it's just like, I hate asking him because it's like, it's not his, you know, mouth, like, you know, but I know that he doesn't want me to be like this and be suffering, you know what I mean? With my tooth coming loose I mean, I had it cemented in. And so they put it in and then like 2 weeks later, it went really loose. They re-cemented it in. And then a week or two later, it's been loose again. And so it's just like, stop being loose. Like, why couldn't you have just taken? Why couldn't the tooth have just taken and just, you know? Because they said, oh, that crown's going to last you like 20 years. It lasted me 2 weeks. That's what, and it's like, you know, thanks for letting me complain to you guys about my teeth, but because I don't really have anybody to really talk to about it. No one can really understand, I guess. Like Vincent doesn't understand because he has perfect teeth. Like, I don't even think the kid's ever had a cavity. I'm gonna ask him. I don't think he's even had a cavity. And I hate men. I'm not, no offense to the men in here, but you guys can go like 3 days without brushing your teeth. You brush them once and they look pearly white again. I'm referring to Vincent. I'm like, he will brush his teeth once a day or something and be good to go. I brush mine like 3 or 4 times and they're falling out. Maybe I shouldn't brush them. Maybe that's the problem. But yeah, you did have that PICC line. That was for 13 weeks. Yeah. I mean, see, like, I just wish that my teeth would be okay. So I want to eat good food. That's all. Like, and like, I think what happened last time when my tooth was loose, I bit into an apple. I shouldn't have, but it was so good. It was so good to bite into it instead of having to cut it up and like eat it that way. It was just, I don't know. I was like, yeah. I can't believe you had a PICC line for that long. See, I didn't have anything after I left the hospital. I didn't have to leave with any shot. I had to leave with shots, but that was the extent. Like, I didn't have any. I guess they had me learn everything right before I left, so I didn't have to really do too much. But I remember getting to the van and my brother like picking me up out of my wheelchair instead of having me transfer like I was supposed to be doing. Like, that's like to keep learning. He's like, I'm just gonna pick you up. And then when we got home, he picked me up and took me inside because I couldn't walk. It was funny. Well, I could walk, but it was more of a hop. I couldn't use my left leg, and it was just my right leg I could use at first when I was learning how to walk, and I was still only using those because I had pins in my left foot. And so he's like, I'm just going to pick you up. He's like, I'm not waiting. And we were like getting a bed delivered that same night that I got home because I had to sleep in a twin bed. I couldn't get like up in like my mom's bed or anything. You know what I mean? Like her bed was way too high. I always thought about, okay, so I mean, I'm good with the permanents. The permanents are fine. I don't want dentures. No offense. I'm just terrified. I'm terrified of dentures. I've always had like a thing to me with like teeth. That's always been like my nightmare is losing my teeth because both of my cousins, when they were in their 30s, they had to get dentures because of them drinking so much soda growing up. So and then I was drinking soda, and so I was like, oh my God, that's gonna happen to me. And then it wasn't even really that; it was getting it wired shut. Yeah, don't be in pain. If you're in pain, rip them, go get them taken out. Go get them taken out and do, you know what I mean? Yeah, no, fuck no. Tooth pain is no, it's no joke, Ashley. It's no joke. I cannot, man, I feel bad for you. Remember when I was having that tooth infection and I was going off camera to put clove oil on it? Now look at me over here still streaming when that was happening. That shit hurt. I didn't okay, so I had a root canal done on a tooth, and after the root canal, the place I went to after I went. I was like, there's something wrong with this place. I was crying. I hated it. I just knew something was wrong with my mouth. I was in so much pain. I was like right here. So down here is where my metal is, but like right here on my gum line, it was just like aching and like would hurt. But I just kept putting it off for like, I mean, a year or something. And one day I got like a blister looking thing on my gum. And I know this is gross, but I got popped it and stuff and I got rid of it. It was so gross. But I didn't realize until I went to Ohio State. I told them about it like my first day being there. I was like, this is really bothering me. I'm in a lot of pain. And remember, because the pain was so bad. And that's when I was doing the clove oil. And she was like, you have an infection, sweetie. So I don't know if you guys have ever had an infection in your mouth before, but like she literally took my crown off because I had a crown from a root canal or something done there. And she cleaned it all up because that's what it was. That's how I got the infection. They didn't clean it right at my previous dentist or have it dried when they put the crown on. So the crown was just like sitting on my tooth and it was infecting everything. And when they like sucked all that out, like the infection out, I literally felt like a whole different person. Like it was like I could breathe. I woke up more. I don't know how to explain it. Like it was just a bad infection. And that was the first one I've ever had. Yes, Ashley, it is. She asked me if I was in any pain. She's like, take some Tylenol. And I'm like, if I'm in pain, I'm calling y'all and you're giving me something better than some damn Tylenol. I'm sick of this Tylenol crap. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, because I'll get like dental procedures done, like extractions and whatever. And normally when you get an extraction done, they send you home with a couple, like, I don't know, Tylenol 3s or something, like for the pain. Not there. Take some Tylenol when you get home. I'm like, that does not do anything for me. Like, I could eat the whole bottle. It's not going to do nothing. So they better give me something like for when they take out like the tooth and put the tooth back in. Like when I'm there, at least. I don't care if as long as I'm not in pain when I leave, I'm fine. But I'm really nervous about getting that implant. I think I'm going to take you guys with me and do a video on it. You need a crown for a broken tooth, but was also told I have 2 others that'll need crowns due to silver fillings. Yeah, okay, yep. And leaving cracks, yep. So are your crowns paid for through your insurance, CJK? Because I got lucky and mine were. I got so lucky, you guys. Remember? I remember telling you guys about that. And mine, my film, ask them, and then ask them this, because I recommend this. I didn't know they could do this. Okay. If your crowns are paid for, or if you can afford it, ask them if they can do the crowns with the metal filling on the inside. So what it is, it's metal crown, but on the outside it's porcelain. So it looks like your tooth, like your natural tooth, but the crown itself is metal. So it's like harder to break. I have one or two like that. Yeah, no, nothing like that. Advil works for pain for me. Not it, that's weird, but it did. I used to take Oxycontin. Yeah, it was the one without the Tylenol. And like after my car accident, I should preface that I was prescribed it. But like one day it just wasn't working and I was getting really mad. And so I took some Advil and it actually worked. And then I just was like, I'm not doing pain pills anymore. I got really lucky. Is it oxycodone that doesn't have the Tylenol? I thought oxycodone had the Tylenol. I can't remember. I was on one or the other. I just know I was like, don't put me on the one with Tylenol or aspirin or whatever it is in it. I was like, because I don't want that going through my liver. Because I was on it for a long time. I was on it for like 6 months or something. Hey, Mr. Rosebud. I'd say it was like 6 months, something like that. And then they put me on fentanyl patches. That didn't work. Those things are junk, like literal junk. What else? Oh, and then I just went down to Advil. Not before I took too many oxys one time on accident. I doubled my dose on accident. Good thing we were on our way to the hospital anyway. I slept it off. They're like, just let her sleep it off, because it wasn't like I was like overdosing or anything like that, where I was like, throwing up or whatever. I was just like falling asleep. Like I just remember them having me in a hospital bed, and it was in a room, but it wasn't like it was a hospital room, but not like a hospital room. I don't know how to explain it, but it was a huge room, and I was the only one in there. And they're like, just let her sleep it off. Aren't they, Ashley? Those patches are a damn joke. They're like, put it on for 3 days, take it off for 3 days. I told my mom, I was in so much pain. I told my mom, I said, these patches are not working. And that's when I had this broken screw in my leg too. So at that time, I was in a lot of pain. Oh, I bet you don't miss those days, especially waking up first thing you think of, you know? That's good, Captain. Yeah. I know, like, I remember I went for pain medication. I was still in a wheelchair. And it was when I met Vincent. I was with Vincent. It was when we first got together. First got together. Um, and I remember them telling me no. Like they didn't want to give them to me. There was no reason behind it. There was no like, we prescribed you too many or you know what I mean? Like nothing like that. It was just they didn't want to give them to me. And I remember sitting in my wheelchair and waiting on Vincent to pull around and pick me up, and I was just crying. Like, and I was just like, you guys don't even understand how much pain I'm in. Like, like, you know what I mean? And so I never got on them. I went to like a pain class and everything to try to like figure out what to do instead, like to make myself feel better. Don't ever go to the pain class. It's stupid. It's a waste of time. And then I went to, I think that was it. So now they want to put me back on pain medication, but I've been holding off the last like 2-3 years. I've just been trying not to, do that because my back, I have 3 curves, and there's nothing that they can do about it. I'm too old, they said. They're like, if you were like 27, before I was 27 or 26, they said they could fix it, but now they can't. So now I'm like always hunched over, I feel like, and my back does hurt a lot. Oh, wow, Ashley. Right, Captain, me too. I take caffeine in my soda. And I do have a problem with cinnamon rolls right now. I've been eating Cinnabon the last couple of days. I'm like, I've been eating Cinnabon. But tonight, we're gonna go over, I believe, Idaho. Let's see if there's anything. I'm just seeing if there's anything on X. Wow, it's just all about DJ, it looks like. Let's see. So let me see if they're out yet. It doesn't look like they're out yet. It doesn't look like it. But I'm sure they'll be out before tonight. I mean, you know, they should be. They're supposed to be. Yeah. I don't know. I do think the families, they seem like they are decent people. They really do. So I'm not too mad that they're getting pardoned, really. It's probably a good thing, you know. I mean, they're gonna be back with their family. They have kids. It's not like they, you know, unalived somebody or, you know, they just guess didn't pay their taxes. I guess there's worse crimes out there, you know. Oh, Lordy, we've got documents in the Idaho 4 case. Let me look at them for you. Order sealing. Oh, I hate this. Order sealing, motion to seal, state supplemental. Okay, we'll look at this. States supplemental notice of compliance. Okay, document and records holder. Estate lodged with the court for in-camera review. A supplemental parte letter. Okay, so they want a hearing. Defendant's motion to permit mitigation witness to watch trial. What's a mitigation witness? I'm gonna have to look that up tonight. Price of that is parents, maybe. Allows the court to prevent witnesses from shaping their testimony. Okay, we'll go over that tonight, but we'll see if there's anything good. Defendant's notice of compliance. Okay, so that's just the in-camera review. There might be more that comes out too, because it's still early for them. And it just says the in-camera review. Okay. We'll go over them tonight. Wow. I know, I'm just like, I'm gonna look up Idaho. I usually look it up throughout the day to see if there's, you know, anything. Really, Ashley? Man. Well, because he wants to have that interview with him. I mean, he did go on and talk to Cuomo, so I wish I could like travel like that. I totally would. I totally would travel. Especially if I could get Vincent to go with me. Even if he didn't, I would do it by myself. Like JLR used to do it by himself. I would do it by myself. I'm muted. I shouldn't be. Let me see. Is it muted? It doesn't look like it. Mitigation witness is someone that, oh, okay. They offer a perspective that goes beyond the facts of crime. Ooh. So I wonder if it's like his parents or something. You know what I mean? Ooh, or sister. I don't know. I just got this all. Okay, I'll show you. 50%. I guess it's not too bad, but still, that's $500, you know? Yeah, but make sure you ask about it because when they showed it to me, I was like, cool. Oh my gosh, I should show you guys my teeth. So I got two of them, but one of them I need to glue. But she gave me my actual like mouth. Like they have like the full mouth, you know, like those little mouths that you used to be able to buy the teeth. So it's like my whole like thing. I think it's so cool that it's like my teeth. But yeah, I got these little microphones. They're supposed to be really good, like a good brand. DJI or something. But I'm going to start using these whenever I do my lives for this channel and then whenever I do my pre-recordeds. And we're going to do lives for this channel kind of like all over the house. I just sat here today because it was easier. And we're going to talk about all kinds of topics. I want to talk about stuff going on YouTube and everybody going nutso. So maybe we'll do that tomorrow on the live. And I'll set up the live either tonight or tomorrow. Also, if you guys haven't watched the Idaho podcast, I did put the podcast out. If you guys don't mind, just listen to it in the background. It doesn't have that many views on it. I'm trying to get the views up a little bit. So if you want to play it in the background, that'd be great. And then I'll have the next episode out tomorrow. So I'll just record one each day and put it out after we're done watching them. So I will see you tomorrow or tonight. I'm going to get off of here. Hello, Ladybug. I'm getting off here now, girl. I was just going to be on here for a minute. I was going to get off here because I was going to just see what the dogs are doing, pick up before Vincent gets home. I have like papers on the floor over there. It's not a big mess, just 4 papers, but I feel like they're bothering me because they fell off. I'm just like, I'm looking at them. I'm looking at them good. And I'm going to do a different intro song for this channel. It's going to be like a little more laid back, a little like more positive, I guess. I don't know how to explain it. But if you guys have any songs that you know aren't copyright, let me know. If not, I'll look through our backstage because we have one in the backstage, which is awesome. If you have, if you have any topics that you want to cover on this channel, let me know and we can cover some topics, whatever you guys want to cover. And I don't really see anything else on the old Tickety Talk. So, and I didn't see any more. Let's see if they put anything else out. Nope. Okay. No files yet. But let me check something. The case summary. Let's see if they've changed that date or anything on the trial. Let's see. Nope. So we're okay. So 8/11, we're still jury trial, 8:30 a.m. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Oh yes, Ashley, I saw your message. I meant to text you back. I never get on my Google thing hardly ever. And I'm like, oh, I forgot. I'm gonna put a poll up and see if you guys like want to go over that case. I'll put it up on the other channel because I'm interested in it. And yeah, if we can get some people interested in it, let's do it. Because I can at least do like nightly recaps, you know what I mean? We could talk about it at night, or we could do it, you know, during the day and then just come back on at night. But yeah, I do because I've been literally following that case for what 9 to 10 years now, it seems like. So yeah, and no one's really covering it. Yeah, I was gonna I was actually gonna cover it not too long ago, but it wasn't like a whole lot of information out at that time. It was just a couple things. I think I actually went over it on a different live. Like it wasn't that, you know, it was just like something we did at the end. But yeah, no, we can go over it. 10 years, yeah. Man, it's crazy. Her mom deserves justice. Her kids deserve justice. So I will be back on tonight at 9:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't forget to go over and vote on the poll. I'll put it up here in just a second, and I'll see you guys all later. Bye, guys.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move